Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be playing some more Black Book. Last time I became a witch. Wow, that seems really loud. Is it loud to you? It's loud to me. Volume settings. Music. Chill. Please. Thank you. The last time we became a witch, we defeated our first demon and we opened our first lock. Now we've got 5 more locks to go in our book to get back, hopefully, our husband, who may or may not have offed him. I don't feel like that's the whole story, but we're going to find out. Let's go. How to kidnap from a banya.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
Well done, Basha. I didn't doubt for a minute
Okay, so
that
we
you'd
saw
take
this
care
last
of the
time
demon.
at the very, very end.
Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one
Well, that's lovely.
is the aspen one. We'll have to think what to do next.
Last time I went ahead and did other seals and
I
aspens.
see.
Let's just
Time
get
to
to
get to
work.
work then.
Especially since Grandpa was just like, and hey, let me
The
cook.
shorts
Let
are
me get to
back.
thinking.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect? You knew what you signed up for.
Yeah, but did she really want to sign up for it?
Everything has a price, especially wishes.
Like her
If you
just,
don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
And if I don't want to curse anyone?
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you alone.
I've seen them before in your pested. Not often though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your pister. In the end, you decide what you do with those jorts of yours. God help us.
all right. So last time I was here, here's our chorts. So that's where they reside apparently. Our demon friends. There's our book. We have 4 visitors that need tasks, and old Gregor needs something too. But last time I did not look around the uh I didn't look around, right? So I'm just curious what our humble abode looks like. Is
Grandfather
the
says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the domovoi came to be.
a household spirit? Why would you bury somebody? Okay, so let's start with the obvious question of how would you bury somebody under a stove? That's a pretty heavy stove. You just digging around up underneath it? You putting them in the oven and then not cleaning it out? I got questions here. There's logistical problems to that sort of idea.
Galbetz and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
Here, I'm going to
I'll
press
learn to
that again.
divine from Zisetko someday. If I see one, that is.
A house spirit or hobgoblin lives under the hearth or in the goblets, which is the cellar, which is the word I was trying to go back to look is the goblets, not gob, goblets, goblets. Okay.
We don't have a domovoi. Must be difficult to live with Chorts and Kolduns under one roof.
Sorcerer and their familiars. Yeah, the house spirit kind of would be a little
Galbetz
credit.
and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've
Okay.
never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the
So
corner of the
Gal
house.
Galbets, a gravestone in the shape of an izba, or a hut with a schematic roof. This word also refers to a cellar. All right, it's a multi-purpose word.
Fedosia, my guest, have a sit on the stove. Take a bite of some bread rolls.
After you said that you buried people under there,
Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the domovoi came to be.
I don't know why I would
There's a
want to sit
great
on the
number of
stove.
books in this collection, illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace.
Oh, that
I'll
makes
read all these
sense.
books one day. To be a knower is so much more than wrangling chorts.
A knower, someone with vast amount of knowledge who might also be a koldun or a witch.
There's a great number of books in this
Okay,
collection,
I've already heard that.
illuminated books of old as well.
All
Black
right,
books are not kept here, however. They're in
let's
a
see what
secret.
The moment I became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyest in a completely
you
different
guessed.
light.
Okay. I would not have guessed that that's how you pronounce that word. You, yes.
There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed? Your own chords are also a giant pain.
How did you come
About
to be a
old ego.
Khaldun, Grandpa?
Well, told you the other day about the demon stealing Timofey. That's the reason for it. Fighting the pointy-tailed. I heard once that shepherds are no worse. So I became a shepherd boy, helped Prokopy, the holy fool. I shouldn't mention him at night. Knew his way around the forest, that one,
Apparently, he
and
became
how to
something not
find
happy at
lost
night.
cattle. So I studied under him. Anyway, it's a long story. I'll tell you later how I received my knowledge. It's not like I got it from him anyway.
But did you get it
Had to
because of
bust
him?
my butt. In any case, see how I managed to teach you. Appreciate that.
Ooh, that sounds, there's a story there for sure.
I do,
Rocky.
Grandpa. What kind of man was he, that Prokopy?
Not a kind man at all, but of great knowledge. Cursed a lot of people. Practically earned a living that way. Nearly cursed me once.
Oh my.
Are shepherds really knowers?
What makes you think they aren't? Why don't you try finding all the cattle in the forest without a demon's help? One has to know how to ask the old man of the forest for help.
Or you could just figure out how cows think and find them that way.
And in case a demon steals a cow or something, you have to be able to get it back. You'll have to learn. What did you think? Shepherds lie on their backs all day.
I mean, no, but I also didn't think they used demons to get their cows back. And oh, by the way, what happens if the cow was stolen and just didn't wander away or by a
You
demon?
wish.
All right. Okay, old Igor. Your own shorts, Demons at the Windmill. I think we're going to go in order because that seems to be the better way
Demons
to
are the
do
one
these.
turning the grindstones at the mill.
Well, the miller won't turn them, that's for sure.
Can't the wind spin them? Do you have to use demons everywhere? It's dangerous, and a sin to boot.
And a sin to boot.
Well, what did you expect? It will soon be the 20th century. The demons might make it easier. If they can start making flour, who knows? Maybe we can teach them to reap too.
Talk about cheap
You've
labor.
heard of steam engines? Huh? I think there's a steam chart inside, like the one you can find in a samovar.
I believe the samovar was a jar. Your own
So how did you
shorts.
manage your own chores?
Nothing to it, really. Just give them something to do. The only thing is they can't manage every task well. Their job is to wreak havoc. They don't like any other sort.
All right. Deal with our chorts. Old Igor has passed on to you his pester full of chorts. You now have a number of chorts yearning for mischief. Just like children. Got it. Be careful, idle chorts torment their Khaldun masters. It takes some time for chorts to do their job, a day or more. Each location has a specific type of job. Hunger, strife, corruption, etc. Each chort has a job preference. You can discover it by learning a specific skill. Chorts perform better with their job of choice and worse with the ones they hate. In order for chorts not to torment you and steal your health, don't forget to give them jobs every morning. All right. Ganits make children disobedient. And it tells me I can then choose my chort. And then it tells me how much sin I'm going to get. Oh boy, that should be fun. The Opernik during the reign of Ivan the Terrible. Matavi is now a fiend. Defense pages give -1 more shield. Okay. Or Ivashka. That Ivashka likes it when children starve. Oh my, -4. Oh my. Okay. Fyodor One Eye lost his eye in a bet with a sinful lot who accepted bribes. Now hates people even more. -1 damage to pages inflicting damage. Okay. Let's see what else is. We got disobedient children here. We have Sheridan send a curse. Okay. Slander an innocent girl. Blind. We can blind somebody. Attract a married man to his wife's friend. Oh my. Ironically, send a curse and slander an innocent girl is less than attract a married man to a friend's wife. Send fleas and roaches. Ew. All right. So we've got to send our friends. And then we have up here items, candles, old enchanted candles from Old Igor's hut. With their help, you can draw a circle that can offer protection against evil spirits. Applies 3 shields on the first turn. Sure. Devil's Finger. Okay, so I'm assuming these are attached. So I'm going to leave them here, and then as we get more items, we put them back and forth to our equipped slot. And then I have 4 Adam's Head, which is lovely. Onamastekan, the little man. Once we asked a Koldun to show us his imps. He was nice and drunk. It was around Maslin Pizza time. He waved at us. I'll show you, but don't be frightened, he said. Each had on blue short pants and red shirts. They stood in a line like little men, about 70 centimeters tall. They didn't walk, but hopped about. And when the Koldun gave an order, the wind started to howl. Send them to the forest to count the needles on the pines. And when they're needed, I call them out, and the wind will blow them back to me. He sighed bitterly. The imps ask incessantly for work. What work? It's absurd. Once I took them to mow. Come the next morning, the grass was waist high again. Their true calling is to cast curses on people. But the more you curse, the more imps you get. It's torture. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Then we have demons at the mill. I'm going to leave these. I'm going to read demons at the mill, and then I'm going to leave the other ones, and we'll go through them as we get through stuff. Demons at the mill. Not long ago, there was a rich man who lived in the village. He had a water mill. One day he fell ill and found himself at death's door. He told his worker, "Gather 3 horses and take me to the mill, for I will die today." The assistant did as he was told. Or he could have just had tuberculosis. That killed a lot of people. Anyway, as he was riding home, he thought to himself, "How did my master know that he would die today?" He called his horses to a stop and rode back to the mill. When he arrived, he peered quietly through the window. What did he see but his master just sitting there, crying bitterly? Just then, a trap door to the cellar opened and several devils emerged. They tore the master's skin open and ate his flesh. Then one of the devils possessed the miller by crawling into the skin that was left over. Ooh, well, lovely. Uh, Oldun familiars. I'll read this one because we're already on it. And then, like I said, we'll get through them eventually, but I don't want to read them all right now. After his initiation, a Koldun receives not only the knowledge and power of a sorcerer, he also received his familiars, imps known as Bes or Chort. To the uninitiated, these demons appear in many different forms, as stained glass, bugs, or other insects. They can also appear as little human like creatures, with the body of a man, the head of a mouse, and the arms of a frog. Ew. Familiars can be werewolves, cursed men, heretics, the unholy dead, or kikimoras. Wonderful. Just a wide variety of things. In the forest, a koldun can be aided by werewolves and wedding guests that have been transformed into bears. Oh, nice. Werewolves can be distinguished from regular wolves by their eyes, which burn red. A koldun's imp familiars must always be occupied by work, or else they will cast curses on people or animals. This is why the koldun, to keep them busy, sends his familiars to make ropes out of the sand, count the leaves of the trees, or empty the sea with a teaspoon. Yeah, but I'm not getting those options. Fists are with shorts. Okay, so we're back here. Oh, ooh, knowledge. Okay. I am level 1. Well, I get this at level 5. At level 3. Okay, okay. So I have sort of a knowledge tech tree kind of thing. All right. Hmm. Do I send you? Yeah, let's send you there. You're gonna go make somebody sleep with their friend's wife because their wife's friend or whatever, because that's fun. Slander and inner, and I'm taking slander as like you're telling them to do wrong. I'm gonna send you. You like to starve children. I don't. I guess we'll make disobedient. Sure. Okay. All right, let's get out of there. You're now happy, sort of. Here comes our first guest.
Grigoriev Lampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna, it's me again.
Oh
Came to
no.
give my thanks. The spirits have stopped haunting us. Here's what I promised.
Antique mortar. By the looks of it, the miller inherited this mortar. It's far too old of a thing to not be enchanted. Herbs and healing uh, zagovors restore +1. Oh, nice. I like that.
The spirits, however, took the money I saved for my grandson's books.
Yeah, the spirits. They took the money. Yeah. Hmm.
Well, it is what it is.
The spirits took them. Uh-huh.
I'll learn to divine from Zisetko someday. If I see one, that is.
Who else are we helping?
Afternoon, sorceress. I come bearing gifts.
Oh, he's giving us
There's
10
this
money.
woman. Gets on my nerves. It's awful. Could you curse her, maybe? Nothing serious. Just put her in her place.
Oh my.
All
Sure.
right. I'll make her swell up, so be it.
Thank you, Vasa. Well, see you.
And then we'll tell your that lady that you were the one who cursed her, and we'll put a bigger curse on you. That only seems fair.
Be well and live long.
Okay.
My godmother sends a jug of milk and sends her regards.
Okay.
Kolya, is that you?
Is that you?
Hello, old Igor.
Oh, Nikolai, but he calls him Kole.
So, you're back.
So you're back from outer space.
Yeah, it's been at least a week.
You sure have grown tall. How tall are you exactly?
What do you
12
mean?
vershoks?
He's a grown ass man. What do you mean he's growing? The archaic Vershok is an archaic Russian unit of length equal to approximately 4.4 centimeters. The saying that a man is 12 Vershoks high means that his height is 2 arshins and 12 Vershoks, which is about 2 meters. Okay.
Well, what brings you here?
I heard about your man, Vasilisa. It's hard to lose loved ones. I know.
Hmm.
However, I'm here for another reason. I need your help. Yesterday evening, at a get-together, I made a bet with the lads. They dared me to enter Banya at night.
A traditional Eastern Slavic bathhouse with a wooden wood stove. You entered a bathhouse at night.
I
Okie dokie.
don't believe all this supernatural stuff you see. When you go to war, you see things you know. I entered this old Banya, the abandoned one, by the river. It was around midnight. I opened the door and saw a sort of blue light, and it was quiet. I reached into the stove, you know, to take a stone. They wouldn't call me chicken if I showed them proof later. Suddenly, a hairy paw grabbed my left hand. Here, look, left a mark. That devil didn't let me go. All of a sudden, some female voice said, "Marry me." The hand was hot as fire, and then I just lost it, and it kept on asking. And she still held on to me, wouldn't let go, so I told her I would.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Then she let me go. I ran as fast as I could. Damn this demonic power. You're a knower. Help me, would you?
Nikolai visited the Banya at midnight, and something grabbed him. What might that be?
Friend's joke. Where do I, how do I, oh, here's, answer the, you'll get 25. After the correct, oh, I didn't want to, I didn't want to press that, but apparently I did, and that was unfortunate. A Ruskalka. I don't know. I'm supposed to be able to. I'm supposed to be able to. Ah, here. My black book. This is not going to help me. Map items. Jesters, testers with short knowledge. I don't think. Where is my location? that's all great and all. But I think what we're supposed to be maybe is in here. Of course, it's at the top, so I have to read it now. He climbed Koldun initiation number 2. Well, let's read number 1 first. The number 1. It isn't easy being a Koldun. Becoming one is a terrifying experience. People tell a lot of stories. One in particular comes to mind. A man decided to punish his neighbor for changing the boundary of his field to a neighboring one. He went to a Koldun and asked, "Give me a chort with which curse my neighbor." The Koldun replied, "It's not as simple as that. Do as I say, and you will have your chort." Then he then told him they needed to go to a banya at night. So the man gathered his courage and took, oh, hey, look, and took along his rifle and his cross. Oh, it is scary at the banya. He loaded his gun with his cross and shot at the hearth. A fiery dog emerged and opened its maw. The only option was to climb inside, and even though his instinct told him not to, he stopped himself from making the sign of the cross. He recalled at the last moment that if he did so, he would lose his hand. Okay? He climbed down into the hearth, of course. What would you have done? As soon as he entered the maw, he saw fidgety little people sitting behind set tables. "I want one small chort with which I can curse my neighbor." The imps replied matter of factly, "We come in no fewer than 3." The man awoke in the banya with 3 chorts. "Father, give us work. We want to eat." He gave them a cat to curse and some other small tasks. Before more and more chorts appeared, he tried to keep up with the demand of the chorts, but as he soon grew exhausted in mind and body. In the end, the chorts took to entertaining themselves with the villages until all of the inhabitants were cursed. The mill that stood still. A man from Bet- Vietka once lived in our village. He would tell us stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to a shishigan, or else she would prevent the mill's mechanism from turning. As an offering, he gave part of his stores of flour, grain, and breadcrumbs. On one occasion, he forgot and offered nothing. Sure enough, the windmill ground to a halt. When the man went to investigate inside the mill, there was the shishigan sitting on the grinder, threatening him with her fingers outstretched. She suddenly vanished. The miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadow in the corners of the mill at midnight. The windmill started to turn again, and the shishiga stopped causing mischief. That was not helpful. Oh, hey, Banniks. A bannock was the master of a banya in which he resided. He could help or protect a man, but also scare or even kill him. It was important to perform the rituals correctly and be careful not to violate any taboos. In the various villages of Churdin Uzid, I think is Uest, it was forbidden to use the banya during the first or third heating or when drunk. A man could suffocate or burn himself to death, events that were considered to be the punishment of the bannock. A man could also fall into the hearth, constructed a rough-hewed constructed of rough-hewed stones, later constructed of brick. Sometimes banyas caught fire, so people built them far from their izba or even on a riverbank. Peasants often gave birth to children in banyas, so there was always a risk of devil replacing their baby with an aspen log or a broom. All right, so I don't know that it sounds like a bannock, because that's a man. She's she's asking for other things. An izba is a traditional Russian countryside dwelling. They are commonly found in forests, forest steeps, and on the banks of rivers. Usually, izbas are built from conifers. On forest steeps, izbas are sometimes built from birches, even though this type of tree is rarely used in construction. The interior of an izba is laid out according to tradition. Coins and other offerings to the guardian spirits of the house are placed on a shelf in the red corner by tradition. The hearth was always placed diagonally to the red corner. Holden initiation. As in any neophyte initiation, the sorcerer called Koldun has to pass through the maw of a beast at a crossroads, a banyan, or whatever may constitute a boundary space. Most often, the initiation took place at a banyan, and that is why the beast is often represented by a fiery dog. The In different cultural traditions, the neophyte has to pass through the maw of the totemic ancestor. Interestingly, in the Sherdun region, this tradition has been partially preserved in the geographic zone where Russian people interact closely with the Komi people. Holduns have to pass through the maw of the white swan, capercaillie, pike, lizard, or bear. All of these totemic ancestors of Komi Permians, and we can see the evidence of this traditional bronze plaques and amulets. Crossroads. Crossroads are one of the key points of travel between the world of the living and the depths of the underworld. In a place that exists as a boundary between worlds, that is why the heroes of fairy tales often stop at a crossroad. They must choose their path. However, any path they choose leads to the world of unliving. The so-called, oh my, Deviato Zartov. I'm sure I butchered that. The faraway kingdom. It is here they must battle the serpent or Koshai, who embodies the undead as well as overcome other difficult challenges. Sherdai Uzded was located in the northern part of Perm Gubernia. Finno-Ugric beliefs were closely interwoven with those of Christianity, creating a unique cultural blend. The first trade route from Europe to Asia passed through Cherdyn and transforming every river, creek, mountain, and hill into a part of European and Asian history. Well, I don't think it's a Bannock. I mean, I guess it could be, but we'll choose it, but it doesn't sound like
In
it.
the Banya, you say? Wow,
I
that's a
guess it
Bannock,
was.
all right.
Lord Almighty,
I guess they can be female. What did she look
So its
like?
hand was hairy. What else did you notice?
I couldn't see anything. It was completely dark. The hand was black and hairy.
Oh no,
What did you do with the stone?
from the oven.
Well, I took it with me. To prove to them I wasn't yellow. Didn't tell about the demon, though. Dropped it off at home later. I told my godmother, and she sent me here right away.
Ah, wise woman, your godmother.
All right, I won't leave you to the wolves.
Vasilisa, take a closer look at the demon. This banyak may have an aspen seal on her. Go to the old banya tonight, both of you. Talk to the demon and find out why she wants to marry you. You, Koля, use this balm on your left eye to see the demons. Don't forget the stone, Koля.
I'll wait for you outside.
I will wait. I will wait. I will wait for you.
Didn't think I'd be seeking help from nowheres. I've always depended only on myself.
Well, not
My
today.
military service? Well, it's quite a story. Maybe later.
Maybe later. All right. I got one more visitor. Thought you
Miss
were gonna wait
Marcy, I
outside.
see you're nowhere now.
This may be of interest to you then. The other day we were gathering berries by Kajil Lake. By the way, I have brought you some. It's near Zapolsk. Anyway, we came across this clearing with holes everywhere. The horror!
The horror!
So I thought you might want to go there. Who knows? Perhaps there are evil spirits.
Perhaps. You now have the ability to take your companions along on your travels. Each helper has a unique ability you can make use of in battle. Presence or absence of certain helpers affects outcomes of in-game events. All right, so here's where we are. That's the grove. There's the examine the old pits is over there. All right. Hey, he can hit for 5. I kind of like this. All right, let's go to the Rushka's backwater. This picturesque backwater got its name because of the mermaid sightings back in the day. I've never seen any myself, though. Need to complete all of the tasks. Yes, yes. Can I not go there because I can't go here? Yes, I have to go here first, to the forest. To the forest!
You notice a black silhouette on the road. It appears to be shrouded in fog, and is hard to distinguish in the soft lighting of the night. The air is filled with a strange song performed by the demon. You've never heard this melody before. A chill runs down your spine as you listen to the alien melody.
So do I let him finish the song or do I attack? I'm going to let him finish his song.
The devil continues his song. You listen, holding your breath and not moving. Soon, the melody stops, crashes against the tops of the fir trees, and dissolves in moonlit silence. You feel that perhaps now you understand demonkind somewhat better.
He just wanted to be heard. Look at that. Just wanted to be heard.
Suddenly, a magic circle shimmers at the demon's feet. A moment later, another devil appears by his side. His burning eyes are staring right at you.
All right. He is summoning more spirits. Oh, well, we should probably get rid of him. Can I get rid of him? So he's going to hit him for 4, I think. I could just... I think we need to hit him. I'm going to get hit for 2. But I don't know that there's any way for me to avoid that. I guess unless I do this. Okay. How do I get him to do some stuff? There we go. So he's going to hit him for 5. I don't... Oh. We need to get rid of him because he keeps summoning things. Recitation time. Number of turns until recitation is complete. I guess that means the number of turns until he... yeah. All right, let's do this because we're about to get hit. And I guess let's do this. Let's see how that works. Oh, I didn't mean for you to hit him, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a terrible thing. Okay, so I guess I can't backhand this turn. But that's okay, I think. I'm gonna get hit for 6 potentially. I want to get rid of you though. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I got hit for 1. That is okay. Increases the number of keys in the book in the next round by 1. Ooh, I get an extra key. Nice. Well, that's the key. You know what? I'm gonna put this key up there. I want to see what it does in action, you know? We're gonna do waste. We're gonna do waste again. And I cannot attack. He's down for the count. He's down to 1. Oh. Oh my. The hairy paws of dark poses clench your throat. 1 more dead man is for the hungry earth. Let's restart the battle, please. Now I understand. He is a big problem. I'm gonna do the keys. He's gonna summon somebody. So we want to kill him as fast as possible. And he's gonna hit me for 2, but that's okay. Choose that target. We want to get him down as fast as possible. Down to 13. He's gonna summon Big Ugly Dude. It is unfortunate. I don't really care for Big Ugly Dude. I am gonna get hit. Deals 2 damage each turn, ignoring. So he's gonna get 8 damage. Or sorry, he's gonna be down to 8. So what are you doing? For each page you read, excluding gestures, you suffer 1. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know what a gesture is, but it doesn't sound good. This is waste. I'm gonna do firm. I'm gonna do bless. Let's see how bad this turns out for me. All right, you're down to 4. I'm gonna get hit really, really hard. What are you doing? Removes positive status. Oh, you don't like my bless. For each page you read, excluding gestures, you suffer. Okay, well, let's get us back up to full health. I am going to hopefully kill you. Do I take the chance? I'm gonna do this because I think this is gonna heal me 3. Okay, you're dead. I don't have to worry about the 6. Okay. I do not like you. You are not a good thing. You are not as bad, I don't think. I'm gonna put that in and then we're going to try to do you. And then where are we on you? Are you like a one-time dealio? That is less helpful if that's the case. That's nice. That was -3. I like that. Oh, see now I can hit you. So you just were on a massive cooldown. Okay, you, I'm gonna actually do the bigger over here. We're gonna do you. And then I think, yeah, I only have that. But that should cover. Maybe it won't. Oh, it won't. Oh yeah, it does. It killed him. Good, 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 good. We're doing so much better this second time around. I am just knocking you out, sir. Bye-bye. All right, new page. 3 damage to all enemies. Ooh, I like that. Fierce applies its damage by 2 after each use of pages with the same name. So I have to collect a whole bunch. Removes negative status. Ooh, I'm still going to take all enemies, I think. You gained a new level and grow in power. You are now in the skill section of the menu. Here you can unlock the new magic abilities. You can visit this section through menu at any time. With each level, you increase your health and gain knowledge points, which are necessary to unlock new abilities. As you increase your level, more and more demons will join your swarm. Some abilities unlock automatically at the moment of obtaining a certain level. Okay, I'm at level 2. So nothing. Oh, okay. So this stuff is levels higher than I am. Big bag. I can learn this. Okay, so I can learn all of those. I can learn all of these, which I'll go back to. I just want to see what I'm focusing on. Okay, I can learn most of these. All right. Number of active slots for items is increased by 1. Shop prices are reduced by 10%. Increases the number of items that can be used per turn by 1. Visiting peasants bring 10 more rubles. Visiting peasants bring 10 more rubles more in gifts. Okay. Draw an additional order page each turn. Oh, that's kind of nice. Or additional key page. Page creation cost is reduced. Shorts bring 5 more rubles on job completion. You can send 1 short on a meaningless job. Oh, I like that. Let's learn that. I think. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Done. I don't think I can learn it. I don't have enough points. But then I can send them on useless jobs, which it's not as bad. 11 rubles, 200 experience, new level, plus 5 hearts. Alrighty. Let's set off.
You notice a strange sight in the distance. A ball of snakes is rolling around the woodland road, scales glittering in the moonlight.
That means they're having sex. Just saying. Disperse snakes with wood brush. Nicolay, you can ask him for help. Read a snake defending Zagavor. Walk around the snakes. We're going to disperse the
You
snakes
pick
with a
up a
wood
stick
brush.
and start scaring away the snakes. One of the enraged creatures jumps up and bites you. You take out the black book. This one should have fled along with its fellow snakes.
It bit me. It bit me. I don't want it to bite me. Okay, so he's going to attack. And I think I'm going to heal. Yeah. Hey, I have more health, so that's nice. All right. I have a lot of blessings, let me tell you. You are so lucky. I blocked it. Hey, there's that all enemies card. I'm just going to put some random stuff up there because you're going to be dead. The firm and well, we've seen this card before. Versed and we get 5. Oh, that's nice. Removes positive status and versed. I'm going to take the +5. Hey, that snake had rubles. Go snake. Go snake.
Near the old gravestones, you see a demon. His eyes are focused on the sky. It seems that he is in deep thought. He merely sighs when he notices you.
I'm going to greet him. Give him an
Oh,
option.
it's you. I remember you falling into hell.
What a talkative chort.
Well, what's so special about that? Me, I flew out of hell and decided to stay for a while. Help me find an answer to a question, and I'll reward you, witch.
Sure, why not?
Well, sure. Ask away.
I'm searching for an answer. What are the 3 kinds of dates?
You go out on a date with your loved one.
Well, that's one. What are the other 2?
What are the 3 dates? You have one with a loved one, and the second one is just an
Fruit.
exotic fruit called a date.
Seems right. What is the 3rd one?
What are the
What
3 dates? You guessed one, the kind with a loved one, and also the fruit. What's the 3rd one?
the day?
It sure seems obvious now. So you are nowhere. Here you are, a
Oh,
treasure for your efforts.
fine. That's quite a lot. Thank goodness this
Well, I
question was
guess I
easy.
have to get back to hell before they miss me.
The demon disappears into flames. You continue on your journey.
Ooh, 1 for all enemies and firm? What is a gesture? Does not use word slots. Ooh, ooh, I kind of like that. It's another way to do things. Or a ward increases shields for 3 at the beginning of each round. Ooh, I'm going to take a jester because I don't have one. Because I don't have one. Oh, a traveling herbalist. I'm going to set off for her. Or them. Or him. Pick one. It's fine. Okay. I don't have anybody else.
What? Want some pranics? I've sold everything already. Oh, you want some herbs? Well, take a look then.
Pryanik, a variety of traditional sweet baked goods in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and some othering neighboring countries. What can I buy? Oh, I have 90. Oh, Odolin herb. Damage absorption. Completely absorbs all damage from the next 1 enemy attacks. Bless 3 increases the hits of each page for 3. Okay, more of the same. Ward increases the defense for 3 at the beginning of each round. Ooh, that's kind of nice. And what am I going to do with I don't know what else I'm going to do with money, so I might as well use it, right? Decreases the hit or damage for pages for 3, minimum 1. Adam's head gives us 6. Witch doctors know the way to protect people, so that gives me 5 block. That gives me 2. Removes poison and waste. I think I'm going to get that for sure because I don't see that as a bad thing. And apparently it's more it's half as good if I sell it back to them. Removes curse status. I think we need one of those. Removes ailment and suppression. Let's get one of those. How much money do I have? I have 47. Do I want to curse? Do I want to bless? Do I want to ward? I think I'm going to take the absorption. And then I don't know. I can buy either the +2 shield or I can buy curse decreases hit and pages for 1. Moves curse status. I'm going to buy that. And then we're done. Yeah, we're done. Okie dokie. That was, I think, worth all my money.
Like a gloomy skeleton of an unknown beast, the old remains of a burnt house stand before you. All the logs are charred black. Some of them have collapsed and are covered with moss. Only the white stove gleams in the moonlight, still intact, even after the fire.
Step inside. I mean, I can't really leave. I have to go through here regardless.
You
Let's
walk around the
inspect
house.
from the outside.
The inside is dark, with logs poking out like the rotten teeth of a dead man. You see a shaggy silhouette of a demon inside.
All
As
right,
you
let's
take
step inside.
several steps inside the hut, you suddenly hear a crack, and one of the burnt boards falls on your head.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard to tell who
Look
used to
around.
live in this izba. You step inside, and you seem to sense the smell of burnt wood. Stars and pine branches are visible above instead of a roof. Suddenly, you notice a shaggy figure near the furnace.
Call out to the demon, read a prayer.
As
We'll call
soon
out to
as
the
you make a
demon.
move towards the mysterious figure, it disappears. A ball of baked clay lies where the black spirit once was. You take it with you.
Take the clay item. Applies 5 shield on the first turn. Oh, nice. I like that. I need. Hold, please. Go to my items. I need some health. I can't equip. I need, like, to actually have some health, but apparently I cannot do that. My location. Set off to the Trinity Church.
You see a friendly flame burning in the distance. You come closer, and soon you are standing in front of a lonely church. Inside it is warm and cozy. It smells of incense and old wooden sculptures. Soon you hear a calm voice.
Greet the Abbey.
I don't know if I should bless you, Vasilisa. Your road is a twisted one.
That's an understatement.
You read a prayer and rest a bit.
I don't know what he sells. Oh my lord. Incense. Okay, so like he's a good place to go back to. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna I'm not going to worry about you too much. Ooh, curved ravine. Okay, there's where we want to go. Hmm. Let's go to the bridge to the Banyas. Oh, why did it do that? That looked like it
There's a
didn't mean to
rotting
do that.
bridge over a small river. a tributary of the Kolva. In the moonlight, you discern a strange silhouette on the other side of the bank. You take several steps towards the silhouette, but it disappears in the morning mist. A chill runs down your spine.
All right. Where was the ops? Okay, the optional quest is over there. I am going to run over here. We're going to do the optional quest. Kira is an old Permian world, an old riverbed. You can get to the old banyas through here, but who knows what lurks in these parts?
Night travels are not the most convenient ones. In the darkness, you can stumble upon any kind of evil spirits.
Or evil
This is
people.
precisely what happens now. You step into a silent meadow where a demon is drinking tea from a samovar. He notices you and invites you to join him.
Yeah, why not?
You drink the tea in silence, with the demon's glowing eyes fixed upon you. You feel uneasy and try to finish the drink as soon as possible. Suddenly, you feel a metallic taste in your mouth. Looking inside the cup, you discover that you've been drinking blood. The laughing demon disappears,
I
along
don't
with
like
its
you.
samovar.
You're mean. Good thing I revived my health.
Dark pine branches move to the sides, and you see a meadow strewn with old, overgrown pits. You come closer and look into one of them. The green of the meadow drops into the open maw of the pit, from which you sense the cold of the grave. God knows who dug them up and why.
We're
You
gonna
start
expect
to
them.
inspect the pits one by one. You take one careless step and
Oh,
tumble down.
good gravy.
Luckily, the pit is not that deep, and you climb out with ease. You
Hurt.
frequently look around. You feel as if someone is watching you. You almost decide to give up finding anything in these mysterious pits when you notice an old grave at the bottom of one of them. A grim pit is filled with a damp stench. You see an old cross covered with a rotten towel. Near the grave, there is a small pot with an offering to the dead.
I don't want to take the offering. I want
The
to
old
inspect it.
cross is covered with moss, and mushrooms grow at its foot. You feel uncomfortable near the grave of the unclean dead.
All right, let's go to here. Gob Goblet's gravestone. A goblet is a gravestone shaped like an ibiza, a traditional Russian countryside dwelling. In ancient times, the dead were buried in a small house without any windows. This is why are referred to as some northern dialects of Russian as houses or houses for the dead. In northern Russia, a gravestone in the shape of a cross, sometimes topped with a schematic roof, was called a goblet. The roof helped to protect the cross from rain. In the southern regions of the Russian Empire, a pseudo-roof was set atop ritual crosses or atop crosses that were placed near crossroads. On the day of Pentecost, the souls of stillborns, infants who died before baptism, and those who died unnatural deaths were believed to appear at the top of these crosses. Oh, lovely! Oh,
In
let's
the
take the
pot
offering.
by the gravestone, you find a couple of gold coins, which you quickly pocket. But it seems to have disturbed the dead man. Suddenly, a white
Eh,
spirit rises from the grave.
it's kind of hoping to fight so that I could then heal. All right, you're gonna attack. I'm gonna attack. What else do I have? I'm gonna defend, and I'm gonna attack. And you're going to be half dead. And I'm going to attack and attack and attack because you won't last all of those attacks. All right, choose a new page. Remove negative status and 3 health. Well-versed increases the number of orders in the book in the next round by 1, plus 2 health. We already have a babushka. And then Amen, firm and piety. Piety increases the shield's value in pages for 3. Um, let's do this. The Salmindia. All right, let's finish the side quest at least.
You hear a familiar voice. Young folk are having an evening gathering, although it's not the best season for it.
Hi, Vasya!
Get
I
closer.
know you have no time, but sing at least one song with us, for old time's sake!
All right, but just one.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Oh, health restored. I like that. Too bad I didn't need it. Oh, it's very pretty. Oh, hopefully the copyright will not be huge for this. It's very pretty though. And very well tuned for children. They must all be in choir. Are they going to turn into demons? Do they stop? Oh no, there's more. I'm stuck. I don't know if there's going to be something good at the end of this. You know? Like you get a reward. Now it's just quiet. I'm gonna I don't know what I guess I'm supposed to leave. All right. Well, we ended on a melody and we got a song. See, look, we got song and then 1 out of 2 encyclopedias. So we're not I don't it's not bad. What items did I get that I didn't know about? Ah, the clay item, which I think I'm okay with that. And then, hey, a song, Oh My Friends. Now I can play that song anytime I like. It's kind of nice. But with that, I am going to call it here. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, you're enjoying this game. It's a little out of the path, but I think it's really cool, and I do like semi-cultural kind of getting to know different beliefs and different traditions and all of those things. So having that mixed in with being a witch who talks to demons, A plus for me. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful day and I'll see you all next time. Bye.